Hi everyone, today I'm going to be making a pop-up basket card that pops up to a pretty decent size. This one you will want to put in an 8x8 envelope. Those you can find on Amazon if you just search. I'll link below if I can find the ones that I bought last time. But so it's not that hard to find an 8x8 envelope. So it opens up like this. There's 4 pieces on the inside. And this is all made from a die by Karen Burniston. It's number 1223, wide woven basket. She does have a smaller one that is also a square, but it's a much smaller square than this. So the flowers I have on this one, I got them from a couple different places because I was trying to get them cut out faster. So on the 1223, it has little flowers, these little flowers here. The other pop-up flower pot she has, 1010, has these flowers here. I've got a tray of flowers over here. Let me bring this in. So this one makes this flower here. And this one makes this flower here. This leaf here is this branch. And then there's also a little flower here, which makes this purple one. And then these are the centers for the 2 flowers here. And you know, there's 20 flowers in the basket that I made, so that was taking a while. So I looked at my stash and I found a couple more. These were in my stash, and so were these. And then I wanted to just make a bunch of them all at once I realized I wanted to put about 20 flowers in the basket. So then I went to my Cameo and I just had it print out a whole bunch of flowers for me all at once. So that's what I'm going to be using to fill this second basket. And look at your stash. Everybody has, you know, outline dies, you know, similar to this. And just take all the ones you have and cut them all out. Because you will need about 20 to make the basket. Then this, what I put in here for wishing you a happy birthday. This was a Sharon Callis creation that was released through Crafter's Companion. And it's called the Flower Pot Poke, I think is what it's called. And but this you can make with any 2 rectangles. I mean, it really just is a rectangle with a stick. And I ran it through an embossing folder I had that had a wood grain to it. I thought that would make it look a little bit more like a sign. And then it also has this piece, which glues in here, which you can put a sentiment on there. This one, I found the little one in my stash that said, wishing you a happy birthday. And anything that's small, an anniversary, get well soon. You know, with some hospitals not allowing live flowers, you know, this would be nice to send someone who's stuck in the hospital. So that's it. And then this is 4 pieces on each side here. Let me show you what those are, and then we'll get started. Put those over here. So when you cut these out, you have this die here. You're going to need 4 of each die. So you're going to need 4 of these, which is a pretty straightforward die. It goes this way. Pretty straightforward. Then you're going to need 4 of these. And the way this cuts out is you have this ends up on this side, and this ends up in this side with a little bit of waste in the middle. And you just pull it apart when you take it out. So you'll need 4. 4 of these, 4 of these, and then this is the piece we're going to attach all of our flowers to. And she put a nice grass trim on it, so it's not just a plain strip. It actually has grass on it, and you'll need 4 of these also. And you can see here she has little flowers here, and these were the little white ones. They make these. That's what we have. All right. So first, we're going to weave our basket. And you start with the one with the 4. And this one will go on the bottom. And you just start on the bottom. And you weave underneath. Over the top. And you go underneath. And you go in the top. And then you go underneath. And then this will slide in here. It is flush with this side here, because this is your tab on this side. Then you just need a little bit of glue. I'm going to use my Pink and Main glue because it holds a little bit faster than the Kalal glue. Just line this up here. To hold that in place, and then we'll do the top. So the top, we're going to start with going through, over the top one, under the second one. And this one does get a little tighter as you go because the other piece is already in there. So we're going to go over the top. And we're going to go underneath. No. You go underneath here. That goes under there. Then we come up this one. Then pull up a little bit. And we're going to go underneath the last one. And here again, it's flush against this side is where you want it. And you'll have your tab on this side. So now we're just going to put some glue on the top, like we did on the bottom. I think I went a little crazy on the glue there. And then I'm also going to flip it over and glue down the little tabs that are hanging out here. Let's see if I can hold this so you can see what I'm doing. So just a tiny bit of glue on that side. I'm going to do the same thing to the top. Pull this down a little bit. And a little bit of glue. All right, so you'll do that through, you'll end up with 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you also have to cut the grass 4 times. We have 4 grass. So now we have to start attaching these together. So we're going to fold our tabs down. And I find the easiest way to do this, there is a score line there, but once it's together, I fold it up against the other paper there, and it kind of holds it and starts training the paper which way you want it to go. And then just fold back. Give it a fold. So now we just need to line these up. And we'll put a little glue here. This will go flush with this. Hold that for a second. There we go. All right, I'm going to attach these two together. I want all this to be lined up flush. I'm just going to hold it for a second. Okay, so now that one is stuck down. And now we'll take the 4 of them and put them together. Oh, this one didn't stick. There we go. Now this one will get glued to that one. All right, I'm just going to hold this for a second to give it time to set up. And we have our last panel here. This will get glued. Oh, actually, I don't want to glue that yet. So I'm going to decide, let's see, I'm going to put that as my back. All right. So Karen Burniston, who always makes things easy for us. So see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top there, and you have 4 of these. Just line those up. So I like this panel, so I'm going to make that panel the front. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and I'm just going to line it up with the first tab and cover it. And I'm going to take the second one, put glue on the wrong side, line it up with the second one, take the third one, I can put glue on the right side, that will go on there. A little bit of glue. Nope, I still put it on the wrong side. Backwards. All right, the fourth tab. Okay. All right, so I gave this side a chance to dry a little bit before I pulled on it to do the other side. So now we're going to attach these 4 pieces to over here. I'm going to try and hold this so you can see it. It's a little awkward. If I go this way, you can see what I'm doing. All right, so this is just going to touch to here. This will go to here. This one goes across to the top. I am going to close this so I can press on it. And then this glue come on here, and this goes under here, and that goes on here. It lays flat. I'm going to give this a moment to let it all catch. Oh, we got one that didn't catch. All right. Put a little extra glue on here. There we go. I'm going to let that dry for a moment. Now let's see if this is dry. Okay, and it's folding flat in both directions. All right, so we are good now. We have grass. All right, and so now we're going to start just putting our flowers in. I want some taller ones. right, that's looking pretty full. I don't know, maybe we don't need any more. I think that might be enough flowers. All right, so now you just have to decide where you want to put your stick. And here again, let's fold it and see where it's not going to stick out. So it won't stick out here, and you can actually see it when it's closed. So let's put it over here. Let's see. So we want it to be on the third one here. My fingers are very sticky with glue right now. All right, so I'm just going to hold that for a second. Let that stick. Let's see. There we go. Now when it's closed, you'll see it over here, and then when you open it, it'll be hanging off the side over here. There you go. I think that's plenty of flowers. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That has come loose again. Oh, that glue. So we have 19 flowers in there and the sign. So that's 20. So if you don't want an even number like that, we can take another one and we will just put it on the back. So we have an odd number. There we go. All right, now I'm going to leave this blank for now because I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for. I may use it for Mother's Day. So I'm going to leave that blank for now. But yeah, so it folds flat, and then it opens up. Here's the first one I did. Yeah. So it goes together pretty easily. You just need a lot of flowers. So just, look in your stash and see what you have. And cut out a lot of flowers and then sit down and just make them. Because the sides, they don't take much to do. I think this room is very warm tonight, and not sure what's going on here with this glue. All right, so there they are, all done. And just when I'm ready to decide who I'm going to give this to, I'll put the sign on there. But I hope you give it a try. So this was Karen Burniston, number 1223. And if you do buy the smaller one, you can combine the two together to make a rectangle instead of a square. And the other one is maybe half the size of this, the smaller one. But yeah, so give it a try, and I hope you like it. And until next time, stay crafty.